So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I just sort of want to talk about the latest update, which was 30.5, the Sisters of Parvos, now that I've had some time to play around with all the new stuff. So overall, I'm actually quite happy with the update. I think it was a good update. I didn't like everything, some things were a little bit more on the side, but I will talk about that later. Now there are a few reasons why I think I liked it so much. The main one being that it just added a bunch of stuff to the core game. It expanded on the core game rather than adding a new thing. Like Deimos, right? Now, don't get me wrong, Deimos, or at least the open world section of it, was fun, but you would go to Deimos, you would do stuff on Deimos, you would get stuff from Deimos, and then you would basically never return to Deimos once you were done with it unless they added more stuff to it. It's just its own thing. It's this content island, I think the buzzword people like to use is. Whereas this update just added a bunch of stuff all over the place. And the second main reason why I think I enjoyed this update as much is that I just like the lit system, right? I even enjoyed the original iteration of the lit system, which took much longer to go through, especially at the very start if you didn't have any of the mods. It was far grindier than this, so having a much more refined version of it is just great. I was actually quite surprised how little time it takes to go through the entire sister process, right? Spawning the sister, then figuring out the requiems, and then taking her down on her capital ship. It is very fast. And it's so nice that they finally stick to a particular planet based on their rank, because it's much easier to find people to play in public squads with, because previously the liches would just be on random planets for everyone, so finding people for a lich was kind of difficult. The one thing I will say is that the final confrontation on the capital ship in Railjack just feels like it doesn't add anything at all. It just feels like it's there just so you have to have a Railjack to finish it. So that's the only thing that sort of feels meh about the whole system. Everything else, including the new Tenet and Kuva weapons, is just great. Now, I was talking about how I like this update because it added a bunch of stuff on top of the core game and it just added a bunch of refinement and all that. But that's not the only reason why I like it. I also feel like they spread the content out quite well too, because you have the new sister stuff and the lich improvements that's more star chart focused. Then you have Ergo Glast with his Tenet weapons that's more Railjack focused. Then you have the Galvanized mods, which sits in arbitrations, and then you have the primary and secondary arcanes, which sit in Steel Path. So it's not just a big blob of stuff that you do over and over and over again and you slowly chip away at it. It's smaller blobs of stuff that you can do based on just what you feel like doing. And I've been bouncing back and forth between different things more than ever before, I think. I've actually been keeping an eye out on arbitrations, which I don't think is something I have ever done before. It was just like, hey, it's another interception. Cool, but now I'm like, ooh, it's an infested survival, let's go. And speaking about arbitrations, I think the galvanized mods are tuned just right. I can get a galvanized mod in about an hour, which is fine because they're endgame mods, they're really powerful, and as I've said, I can get enough Vitus Essence from a survival in about an hour. Though to be entirely honest with you, the galvanized mods, not all that interesting to me. It's for the most part just a bigger blob of damage. You know, you get more multi-shot, you get more crit and all that. The most interesting ones are definitely the status-based ones because they give you like a condition-esque effect on top of giving you a lot of status. So those on some weapons might change the way you build them. Other than that, not too exciting for me, and I'm just like, you know, I get them when I get them. And it's also how I kind of feel about the arcanes. You know, I'm not too terribly interested in just getting big damage. I'm more actually interested in the secondary and tertiary effects, you know, stuff like reload speed, that kind of stuff. That feels more exciting to me. But that's kind of to be expected, you know, because you have to bear in mind that while I enjoy like some ridiculous weapons, some launchers, and I like the gunplay overall, I am more of a melee guy. However, even though I'm not terribly interested in these and they're not all that exciting to me, I'm still happy that they're there and I've enjoyed getting them so far. I've had a lot of fun running arbitrations and Steel Path. And now let's talk about Ergo Glast and his Tenet weapons and farming holo keys. Okay, so it's horrible. Like, I don't know who came up with it, but it's stupid. Like, I have so many questions. Why are they not guaranteed? Why are they a bonus reward at the end of the mission? And if they're gonna be a bonus reward, why is it not scaled based on the type of mission? Because you get the same amount whether you do like a 5-minute Corpus Exterminate where you have to destroy one cruise ship and finish an exterminate, or a Grenier Skirmish where you have to destroy like 70 ships, disable 2 platforms, and kill a commander. So all I would do when I was farming these was go through all the Void Storms, trying to figure out which one takes the least amount of time, and then do that one for an hour while sitting here angry, trying to get as many holo keys as possible before the missions change again. it was just not fun. And I know a lot of people were just like, yeah, no, I'm going to just not get these weapons. And honestly, I don't blame them. Like, I get paid for doing stuff in this game. It is literally my job. It's to do stuff in this game. And even I didn't want to do it. So I feel like this 100% needs to change in some way. But that's pretty much the only thing I don't like about this update. Everything else is pretty good. Even the melee nerfs weren't all that bad. Like, melee is still really strong, and it's still just as much fun as it was before. It's even more so because status-based weapons can now get more attack speed because of Berserker Fury. So overall, I'm happy with the update. I think it was a good update, with the exception of the corrupted holo keys. That is just horrible and needs to change. And oh my god, I completely forgot about Ureli, which is kind of funny. She wasn't great when she came out, she's better now, but honestly I haven't had much time to like test her out and do builds, so that's still something that I need to do. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this update, so I thank you very much for watching as always, guys. Please let me know what you thought about the Sisters of Parvos update in the comment section down below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.